What if I told you waking up at 5 a.m. could completely transform your mindset, productivity, and even your happiness? It sounds a bit dramatic, but trust me, it's possible. The way you start your day sets the tone for everything else, and when you wake up before the world, you get a head start on your goals. And in this video, I'll take you through my full 5 a.m. morning routine and share exactly how you can make early mornings work for you, even if you've never been a morning person. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you've never seen my face before, I am Vivian and I share videos related to food, fitness and lifestyle. Today I'm taking you through my complete 5 a.m. morning routine, the exact routine I have used to maximize productivity, boost my fitness and still show up energized for my 9 to 5. If you've tried waking up early before and failed, stick around, this video is for you because I will be sharing my top tips that actually work. First, we need to figure out your why. Why do you want to start getting up earlier? Why is this going to help you in the future? For me, it was realizing I'd never make progress on my fitness goals unless I prioritized them before work drained my energy. But your why might be different. Maybe it's a side hustle time, studying, or even just enjoying peaceful moments before the chaos of the day. Thankfully for me, with my sporting background, I always had to be at training super early, and my first job was a baker at M&S, so I had to be there at 5 a.m. So I was used to getting up early, but the hardest part was building a foundation of micro habits that would eventually lead me to a consistent morning routine that I could stick to day in, day out, regardless of my motivation levels. And talking about motivation, the question I get asked the most is, how am I motivated to train every morning at 5 a.m.? And the answer is, I'm not motivated. I just have the discipline to do it just because it's been in my routine for so long. And most times I know if I'm in the gym at 5 a.m. till 6:30, I have at least a 2-3 hour window to play around with before I need to get to work. As some of you may know from my week of workouts, I tend to have a 4/5 day split, and in the gym I aim to be there for an hour and a half maximum, including cardio. I tend to incorporate a lot of compound movements, which means basically working multiple muscle groups at the same time, and I tend to do 2 sets of those exercises just to maximize on time and efficiency as well, because as you can see, I do film in the gym, so that does take a little bit of time, but the more you get used to it, you build a routine, you can find the angles and it won't take too long to set up. And the gym was fairly quiet today, so I love that I could just swiftly get through the session. I know working out at 5 a.m. might be a bit extreme for some people, but maybe try 6 or 7 a.m. depending on your work schedule. I say this because working out early keeps me consistent and I never have to worry about missing a session because I'm tired from work in the evening or I just don't feel like it. And regardless on whether I turn up to the gym in a bad mood, tired, whatever it is, I always leave in feeling good, and that just sets a perfect tone and a perfect start to the day. So I'd recommend, if you can and it works within your schedule, try a morning workout and see how it goes. Now that we've got our why and how it's going to benefit us within our personal life or our professional life, we're going to get into how to make the mornings more efficient. And that starts with preparing everything the night before. And that means preparing your bag and everything the night before. Before you go to bed, when you've got a clear mind and you're not half asleep, I need you to pick out your outfit, I need you to pack your bag, I need you to prep your water bottle, put your electrolytes, whatever you drink in the gym, and also prepare your post-workout snack, whether that's going to be a protein shake after you leave the gym or an overnight oats to eat when you get home. Do it before you go to bed, because I can guarantee you, if you oversleep and wake up with like 5-10 minutes, you're gonna want to make sure everything is in your bag so you don't forget it when you're rushing out the door. Doing this has saved me on so many occasions where I've pressed snooze so many times, woken up with 20 minutes, and all I have time to is to freshen up, grab my bag, get dressed, and just grab a little bite, even if it's a banana on my way out, because we are not going to train fasted. That's something we're not going to do. And on the topic of food, I just want to know, like, what do you guys eat before your workouts? Like, whether it's a morning workout, afternoon workout, or evening workout, what are you eating? Because lately I've either been just grabbing a banana or having my 2 little rice cakes with a little bit of honey and a little bit of salt. But lately I've been having dates too, throwing them in the mix a little bit, but I'm more consistent with my banana. Comment down below what your pre-workout snack is. Let's fast forward to the end of your workout. Trust me when I say nothing wakes you up more and sets the tone for the day like getting your body moving first thing in the morning. But the routine doesn't stop there. Post-workout recovery is just as important as the workout itself. So let's get into it. So, like I mentioned earlier, the first thing you'll want to do after training is refueling. After lifting weights or doing any intense workout, your muscles need protein and carbs to recover and build. Some mornings, I might go for a quick protein shake. Other days, I'll probably have a proper breakfast, like my overnight oats or fresh oats that I make with egg whites, oat milk, and a little bit of water because I don't like my oats too thick. But the key takeaway from this is always getting in something nutritious after your workouts. Just a quick side note, I know that some of you have gym anxiety. I sometimes have gym anxiety. Even filming for this long, I still get gym anxiety. I would recommend if your gym does classes, that's a good way to get a morning workout and discipline yourself and actually hold yourself accountable to working out early in the morning. If there's a 7 a.m. class, go to it. If there's a 6 a.m. or whatever time works for you, I would recommend going to that class because you're not in a space where you feel judged. Everyone is encouraging you. You can also try swimming, you can go for runs, you can do anything, dancing, at home Pilates, reformer Pilates. There's so much out there. Don't feel confined to go to the gym just because everyone is going to the gym. It's not for everyone, and don't force yourself to be in a space you don't need to be in. It's actually so nice to come out and there's daylight. You know how mad that is? There is actual daylight. So let's get home before I get run over. Jump on the bus and start our Monday. Happy Monday. Next up in my morning routine is shower and skincare. There's something about rinsing off after a good workout that feels like pressing a reset button. I keep my skincare simple in the mornings, just a little cleanser, moisturizer and SPF, just because lately I've been having some mild reactions. I don't know if it's just the cold, the weather change, or whatever it is, but I've been using a lot of E45, and if you watched my other videos before, you know what my skincare generally is, but at the moment it's at the bare minimum just because my skin's a bit sensitive. And I realize I've always plugged this in, but I've never really spoken about the deodorant switch that I've recently made. I have been using the deodorant balm from the company called Act. You can find them on Instagram, or I can link it down below, and you can get money off using Vivian25. Act was founded by two West End performers, Ed Curie and Andy Coxon. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I'm sorry if I'm not. But basically, it was due to the fact that, like, with the intense physical, 8-hour shows a week, dancing under hot lights and dressing rooms, all of this and that, they couldn't find a good deodorant that wasn't gonna stain their clothes, didn't stop the sweat, and made them smell like teenage boys. So that's how they found this deodorant. And I've been trying out this scent. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll link it down below. And I have been loving it. And they've just recently introduced some balms, which I might have to try. Might have to try them out. Finally, let's get to the part that you've probably been waiting for: how to actually make this sustainable. Here are my non-negotiable tips. Firstly, waking up earlier starts the night before. Try to aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Secondly, adjust gradually. Move your wake up time by 15 to 20 minutes earlier each week instead of making a drastic change and having the all or nothing mindset. That is how you're gonna fail each time. Thirdly, have a reason. Give yourself something to look forward to in the morning, i.e. your workout, quiet time, or a good breakfast. And also, back to the first point, you want to prep the night before. Lay out your gym clothes, prep your meals, and minimize morning decision making. Another point, limit screen time before bed. Reduce your blue light exposure 30 to 60 minutes before for sleep to be. Limit screen time before bed. Reduce blue light exposure 30 to 60 minutes before sleep for a better rest. Stay consistent even on weekends. Try to wake up around the same time to regulate your body clock. Use light exposure, open your blinds, sleep outside. Use light exposure to wake you up. Open your blinds, step outside, or use a sunrise alarm to wake up naturally. And lastly, don't hit snooze. Place your alarm across the room so you have to get up. And final point I will give you before you go, use the 3-2-1 method. Once your alarm goes off, count backwards from 3, 2, 1 and get up straight away. So I'm about to head to work, so I want to say a massive thank you for joining me for my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5 morning routine, and get a little sense of what I get up to in the mornings to be more productive and give myself a little energy boost for the rest of the day. It's not always easy to wake up early. That's why you have to kind of slowly build it up. And I hope you've taken away some tips from this video. But I want to say before I go, if you're ready to transform your morning, start with one change this week. Comment down below which tip you're going to implement first. And also let me know what other content you'd like to see as far as like my morning routine, whether it's a post-workout routine, what I just generally, how I get myself prepared for this morning, so it's the setup the night before, anything like that. Leave a comment down below. And also, of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you found it very helpful. And I'll catch you on the next one.